Hello, everyone. We are here, Anya and I, to talk about our video linked therapy assessments and also talk very briefly about some of the therapy sessions that we're doing at Starjumpz during this time. So, Anya, would you like to kind of run over how we're delivering occupational therapy assessments now?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all again. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying some of the nice weather. It's been lovely having all this sunshine and getting outside. Joe and I have been busy working on just a general new format for the Occupational Therapy Service. Obviously, in light of current government advice, which we're following daily, we're not currently doing face-to-face therapy or face-to-face assessments. But we didn't want that to then slow down the process for families, because we appreciate that this doesn't negate the need for that you need support, and that the child and your family overall need support. So what we're looking at is dividing our assessment into two stages. So the first stage essentially is a Zoom appointment that allows us to meet with the parents. Prior to that appointment, you would be asked to complete some questionnaires, and your therapist might ask you to send some video clips of your child doing some handwriting or some physical exercises or things like that that would be helpful. The therapist would be able to observe all of this and obviously understand all the questionnaires before the appointment. The appointment is 60 minutes long, and this would be set up by your therapist with yourself for an hour to be able to talk through your main concerns at the current time, to understand that obviously from the point where we may have received the referral, it may have been a few weeks ago, and so just to understand how things currently are, and also how they're adjusting to the new situation, and what your main concerns are. From all that information, we're obviously then able to make some clinical opinions on what we feel might help or what might support your family. And you would receive after that appointment a report with some strategies. If there's any potential onward referrals that might be helpful for you and your family at this time, we would look at that, or potentially doing some short some Zoom sessions with you and your family to support your understanding, but also with the child looking at some further areas that we could help with. Once we are able to do face-to-face, we book you in for stage 2. And stage 2 then allows us just to complete the face-to-face standardized assessments. It allows us to do our clinical observations, which are really important, and it really just provides a lot of the evidence. This is particularly important for the AHCP reports. So if you're using your occupational therapy report to support your EHCP application, you need to have standardized assessment tools within there to provide the evidence to support what we're recommending for your child. Therefore, this would probably be around about a 90-minute appointment when we're able to do face-to-face to complete these standardized assessments. Once that's completed, we would then combine the first stage report with the second stage information and combine that into one big report for you, the full report, so that then you have that to use for school, EHCP, or however you then choose to use that. It's really important to us at this time that we are really, really grateful for families and teams in the area that we work with who are still sending us through referrals. It's been fantastic that you are still engaging with us, and we really appreciate your support. So we really want to obviously just reciprocate that and make sure that we can still offer something during this time, so that it feels like we can use this time productively as well to be able to support you.
Absolutely, and we've found that children that we've been seeing online have engaged really well, haven't they, Anya, with the...
Yeah, it's been really interesting because it's a completely new medium for me. It's not a platform I'm particularly used to using prior to this situation. I've been using it in different forms through my therapy and also with parents doing consults and trying things out. We've been using it a lot in our team to do our team meetings and to conduct EHCP meetings with schools and local authorities. So we've been using this now throughout the time that we've all been at home and working from home, and it's become a really valuable tool in our toolbox, I think, in terms of particularly for, actually, to be honest, with all age groups. I mean, I've been using it with children as young as 3, 4 years old, where the parents I'm then more doing parent coaching and supporting the parent to help me to engage the child. That's worked really well for the little ones, to just maintain the rapport as well and really maintain the engagement with the therapist, and to just be able to support parents to understand what's going on in the current time and what maybe new behaviours are coming apparent, obviously through all the different changes, and then suggesting some different activities and things that they can do at home to be able to support the children. I would say the age group's kind of 5, 6 through to 10. It's fantastic. They absolutely love it. It's amazing what we've been doing over Zoom. I'm really surprised the things that we've been able to actually manage. So we've been playing board games, we've been doing fine motor activities, we've been doing gross motor activities, jumping around, using our exercise balls, just having lots of fun together and really engaging, which has been really fantastic. I've been using a lot of evidence and research from America, because they are already used to using this platform in most of their practice. Some services actually offer Zoom appointments. They don't do so much face-to-face anymore. So it's been really interesting getting up to speed with it and seeing how I can use the platform itself to be able to really help my practice and to then support children and families as well. So.
And I think with the assessments as well, we've been finding that the consultation with the parent at the start, once we've got all the questionnaires and information and maybe some video clips, has been really valuable as well, because when we do our assessments on site, we sometimes don't have the opportunity to have that kind of in-depth conversation with the parent, which really is so valuable. So I think we're going to be talking about how we might be able to use Zoom in the future, or use video communication in the future as part of our assessments when we're back. So we will be letting everyone know as soon as we are able to do anything face to face, but currently it's still not clear when that might be. So we're just going to be offering these services now, which, as Anya says, we really appreciate those of you who've wanted to engage with that, because that helps to keep Starjumpz going, which is
absolutely, and I think it's really important that obviously it's, one of our big values is our families and our, children that we see, and obviously they're paramount, and their safety, and obviously our staff's safety as well. So, we really hope to be able to get back to face-to-face when the government allow us to do that safely. And at the moment, this is a really good platform for us to still be able to reach out and support you, and still gather a lot of information that actually will make the end report even more substantial, I think, and more valuable.
Absolutely. I don't know if anyone who is watching right now would like to ask any questions about the assessments or therapy, or anything else that they might just want to ask us about while we're here online. If you put a comment in the comment box, we can answer a question. I don't think we have anything at the moment. But we also just wanted to say that next week is half term. And Anya, who is homeschooling at the moment, I don't know if you wanted to give a message.
Hasn't that come around quickly? Yeah, no, I'm taking a break. I'm having a week off, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. I'm having a week off from homeschooling. I'm having a week off from work as well, just to have a break and really just have some rest and relaxation. I think the lovely weather has just come at the right time for all of us. I'm really lucky that I've got a garden, so I can get out in the garden. My son and I have been doing lots of bike rides in the evening and kind of these types of things. It's just lovely to be able to actually have that time. So I plan to have a nice relaxing week and just to recharge my batteries, let Lewis recharge his batteries as well, because he's been trying really hard. Homeschooling is not easy, and it's a very big adjustment for everybody. And I think it's just trying to achieve what's manageable. I think my new favorite word seems to be manageable at the moment. I think it's always about, making things that can be achievable and manageable within the family unit, and not putting too much stress on yourself. Or your children either. It's very difficult, all of this, for them too, and they're all showing it in lots of different ways. So having a break and actually making it, a week where you don't open the school books is going to be really positive for them. You can still do some little bits and pieces, but disguise it in lots of fun, kind of out in the garden, as I say, and just having some, downtime for everybody, and just making sure that as a parent, you're also looking at your own self-care and making sure that you're, you know, kind of having rest and downtime and being able to just process everything. It's all very different for us. Have time out to watch a movie or to read a book or to go for a walk, or, you know, these things are really, really important. Have a nice bath and just relax and just have that downtime, because your child will also learn from you as well, that when they see you doing these nice, relaxing activities, it's things that they realize that they're meant to incorporate into their daily routines. And it's really important for all of us, because again, if we're rested and relaxed and feeling our best, we're going to be able to be much more supportive to them, and they're going to regulate off of us in terms of that kind of energy that's coming from us as well.
We say calm is contagious.
Absolutely, yeah.
In a good way to catch a state of emotion. Lou Whitehorn and myself just put up a toolbox and a video about 15 simple things you can do to support children with anxiety. So do look below this post from us today, where you can find that resource, which is a PDF as well as the video. And we've got lots of other resources with videos about how we're supporting, or how we can support children with anxiety from other members in the team. And just to remind you that we have got a special offer on functional medicine and nutritional therapy at the moment, because we really believe this is a really good time to make changes while children are at home, and you can be the one that's in control of what goes on the table, and hopefully not always what they will eat, but at least you don't have to worry about going to school. And if you're doing any elimination diets or changes to diet, there's more chance of it being able to work more effectively right now. So do email us if you'd like to find out about that. Don't know if there's anything else you wanted to say, Anya.
Yeah, I would just like to thank everybody. We've had some really lovely feedback from our existing families that we work with, but also some new families, which has been really nice. They've been watching a lot of the talks we've been doing, and it's been fantastic to meet new people and have that kind of support from everybody. So thank you very much for people who have dropped us emails and made comments and you know, kind of made some requests and asked us for some further information. It's, you know, brilliant that we can reach out and support you that way. If anyone does want any more information around our occupational therapy assessments, if they could please contact info@starjumpz.com, which I think is at the bottom of the screen here, that they'd be able to provide you some further information regarding, again, just the process, and we've got kind of information we can send out to you so that you can process it a bit at home in your own space. Okay.
So thank you, Anya, and thank you everyone for joining us, and whoever might watch this later, thank you as well for watching, and we'll be here again soon. So take care and have a lovely half-term and bank holiday next week. Bye from us.
Take care.
Bye.